Hello dear students. Once again I welcome all the standard 9 students on this online classes. So previous classes we have discussed about contact forces, different types of contact forces, and I hope all of you have understood that one. And I hope you must go through your book also properly. Today we will be going to discuss about non-contact forces. Okay, which is the exactly opposite to that of the contact forces. So without delaying, let's get started this one. Non-contact forces. When you jump, you always return back to the surface. So whenever we are trying to jump in upward directions, again we are coming back to the surface. Yes, it has happened. We are not moving in the upward directions continuously. Yes or no? Up to a certain distance we can jump, and from that again we are coming back to the surface. Yes, there's something that is holding your feet when you try to jump. Yes or no? This is happen. Then also when you throw a ball high up in the air, then what it will happen? Obviously that ball will go up to a certain height and again it will come back to your hands again. Yes, it reaches the highest point and then it invariably returns back to its thrower on the ground. This is the very common phenomenon what we have experienced. Yes, this is due to the gravitational force. Why that one is happening? Because of the gravitational force of attraction of the earth. That means all the objects on the earth's surface or above the earth's surface are attracted towards the center of the earth because of the gravitational force of attractions. Okay, that's why this is happened due to the gravitational force. This force is non-contact force. Again, see that gravitational force is belongs to a non-contact force because without having any contact, automatically that earth attract each and every object towards its center. It does not require to have some contact with one another. Yes, that's why it is called as non-contact force. Non-contact forces. Basically, force is an interaction that causes an affected object to be pushed or pulled in a certain direction. Yes or no? Basically, how we were defining that force, it is the interaction between two objects, either push or pull in a certain directions. Yes, a non-contact force, but a non-contact force is a force applied to an object by another body that is not having direct contact with it. Yes, when the ball is moving upward directions, whenever we are throwing that one, it is moving up to a certain distance. Yes, and at that time without having any contact with any other object, automatically it is coming back to the earth's surface again. So there is no contact. Yes, so this non-contact force is a force applied to an object by another body that is not in direct contact with it. Yes, that earth applied a force on that ball without having any contact, and that force is called as gravitational force of attraction. So non-contact forces come into play when objects do not have physical contact between them. When compared to these the types of contact forces, there are very few non-contact forces are present. Let us see about that one also. So types of non-contact forces. Gravitational force. Gravitational force is responsible for bringing the items we toss into the air back to the earth. Whatever the objects are present on the earth, it is always attracted towards the center of the earth. Make sure that each and every objects are having some weight or mass. Okay? The gravitation is a force of attraction that exists between all bodies that have mass. Yes, whatever may be the body is present, if it is having some mass, then it must be affected by the earth gravitational force of attraction. Okay, the gravitational force of the sun keeps the earth and all the other planets of the solar system in a fixed orbit. Because of the gravitational force of attraction between the sun and other planets, that all the other planets are revolving around the sun only. Yes, this one is happened, this one is the natural phenomenon. Because of the gravitational force only it is happening. Okay. Then gravitational force does not need to be in contact to exert its downward force. It does not require any contact. Yes, automatically it is happening. Automatically it will attract, because this one is the natural force by the earth, okay, towards its center. Okay, so gravitational force does not need to be in contact to exert its downward force. Okay. Electrostatic force. The next one is the electrostatic force. Where we found that electrostatic force? The electrostatic force is very similar to gravitational force. Here also it does not require any contact between two bodies, but still that force of attraction is acting. The difference in electrostatic force act between two charged body, and that electrostatic force, when it is called as electrostatic force, when there is a force of attraction or repulsion between two charged body, then only it is called as electrostatic force. And you know that one, two types of charged body and uncharged body are there. That means one must be positive, another one must be negative one. Yes. So if you rub a comb on your clothes and then hold it near tiny pieces of paper, you will see the beads of paper standing on there and attracted to the comb. This is the common examples. Yes, you can try this one in your home also. That beads of paper, automatically it will be attracted towards that comb. Okay. Why this one is happening? Because of the charge developed on the comb. Yes. So that it will attract the beads of paper. So this one is called as electrostatic force of attraction. Yes. The opposite charges attract each other and like charges repel each other. Yes, positive and positive charge will be repel each other, but positive and negative charge will be attracted each other. Then next one is the magnetic force. This one is also belongs to non-contact force. So magnetic force, you know that one, iron pins are attracted in the presence of a magnet bar without any physical contact. Without having any physical contact, that magnet attracts the iron pins, okay, towards itself. Yes. So this one is also a non-contact force, because without having any contact, that force exists. Okay, that's why these all are the examples of non-contact forces. This is the result of magnetic force. In all these forces, one common thing we have found. What is that one? There is no contact between the bodies, still the force is experienced. Even if the force is experienced, but what we have found, there is no contact between them. These are how non-contact forces work. I hope all of you have understood this much. Then let us revise what we have discussed. Non-contact forces come into play when objects do not have physical contact between them. Okay, then only we can say that this is the non-contact forces, because both are not having any contact with one another. Okay. Then types of non-contact forces are: first one gravitational force, electrostatic force, then magnetic force. Okay. Thank you.